Today in the woodyard, it's a cleanup day. Yesterday's carnage is complete. Now we got to clean up. Here we go. So yesterday we moved all these oak logs over here where I'm going to cut them up and then we're going to split them and stack them. The day before we moved all of the locusts right over here. That's where it's all going to get cut up and split and stacked. But in the moving process, we lost a lot of bark, a lot of branches, and a lot of mess. So today is a cleanup day. So here is what I got to clean up today. We got all this stuff to rake up and get out of here. So we're gonna get the tractor because we're gonna use the bucket. I'm gonna put the bucket back on. We're gonna load it up. We're gonna dump it to Crumpet. So here we go. It's cleanup time. There has been a tragedy in the woodyard. Yes, folks, a tragedy. A tool that I bought 20 years ago when we moved here that I use a lot. You've seen me use it a lot. And it's been out here ever since we moved into the place. Broke my rake. It's been here a very long time. This never goes inside, it's just always outside. I finally broke, so I had to go buy another one. And I've been wanting to get a new rake anyway, because this one is not a great rake. It was just an okay rake, so it's gone. Now, I went to 3 different places. First place I went to, no rakes, they were all sold out. Next place I went to had one garden rake, and it was a little weenie one, little tiny thing. And I wanted to get like a landscaper rake, a really good one. I was willing to spend money to get a decent one because I use it so darn much. So when I went to the next place, and this was the best one they had. It is a Razorback rake, and it's just a regular garden rake, nothing special about it. But the reason I got this one over a wood handle one is this is a fiberglass handle and it's weather resistant. It's got a grippy pad here, it's got a grippy grip up here. And so this will be my new woodyard rake for a while until I get a bigger one. So there it is, new rake in the woodyard. So we're gonna get to work now. So my first impressions of the rake, works excellent. I like the handle a lot. I like the grippiness. What I don't like is they got this grip area right here, which does help with the grip, but it's right there and it's right where your hand needs to be when you're going. So you got an edge right there and it's constantly hitting your hand right there. So if you don't wear gloves, you're gonna get a sore spot like I got right there. So I got an owie. But yeah, this is an Ames brand. Razorback is the model, I guess. But it's Ames, made in China just like everything else. So that's what it is. And I think they're, obviously I'm at the end of the growing season and everything, so maybe there's a shortage of rakes right now. That's why I couldn't find any. I went and looked, but I went to several places and this was the only decent one that I could find. So now we're gonna load up the big orange wheelbarrow with all the debris that I just raked up. We're gonna shovel it in and go dump it. So there it is. It is clean. That was, I think I did 6 or was it 7 buckets full? 6 or 7, one of those two, I don't know. And if that would have been a wheelbarrow job, that would have been, just say 6. I can get about 3 wheelbarrows full in the bucket. So that would have been 15, 18 wheelbarrow full. So definitely faster with the big orange wheelbarrow, the tractor. So yeah, it works really good. The Kioti is earning its pay. So that job is done. And I was just thinking while I was cleaning this up that something that I've mentioned quite a few times before to you guys, and something that I get asked a lot is, you know, why don't I have a central station for cutting all in one spot and then taking the wood and putting it? Because it takes way more time to move wood. And what I just did today, yesterday moving the wood, and the day before, that's 3 days. Well, was that about 3 hours 2 days ago, and yesterday was 2.5 hours, and just now I spent almost 2 hours doing this. And that's all time that I could have been cutting wood. So if I would have had the wood placed right where I wanted it, which was back there, but that was kind of tough because the ground is so soft that the semi would have really dug it up with all the weight, but I still dug this up with the tractors moving it. But now I know that how much time it takes me to move a load of wood, which I did back here. I've got the whole load. Half of it is locust and the other half is oak that I've got back here. And I moved the rounds at the end. You saw the ones that I had cut there when I was doing the demonstration for you guys on how to measure your cuts. And that was a video, what, 3, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, I don't know, something like that. So there it is, and it is ready to be cut. So I think I'm gonna start with this oak first because there's a lot of stuff in here that is dry. Meaning when I cut these few rounds here, a couple of those logs that I cut, they were dry, ready. I mean, they're ready to burn. I could just tell when I cut, there was no moisture on the cuts on the end. So this is the stuff I'm gonna do first. And as I cut it, I'm just gonna throw it into a big pile over here. And then when I split it though, I will be separating it dry, not dry. Because the dry stuff I'll be able to sell this year right away, because I think half of it might be dry already. For sure, a third of it will be. So I got this all done, all cleaned up. The next job I'm going to do, I got about a half hour of time left before I have to leave for today. So I'm going to head back into the corner there where I've got my berm started, where I've been digging in it. And I'm going to do a little bit of digging in the berm because the bucket is on. I got some time. I just filled up with fuel again. The tank is full, and I feel like digging for a little while. I did a little digging there just to cover up some of the debris as I was going. So I think that's the thing I'm going to do next is start up the tractor. We're going to do some digging in the berm and then fill in the back where I've been dumping the debris and stuff into the woods. So there's the tractor, and there is the berm. So we're gonna start her up. We're gonna move some dirt right now. did some digging. That is a lot of fun, just like the grapple, just like being a kid with a Tonka toy. So yeah, when I originally started digging, the berm started like right about here. So I've been digging for maybe an hour, not now, but I mean total time. I did a half hour, maybe hour and a half. So I've got from about right here up to there done, but there's a lot more to go. So yeah, I've got a little progress. Yeah, the berm kind of came right through where I'm standing, right about through here. So I've dug all of this away so far, and I only killed it a couple times. I had going a little too fast, and she stalled on me a couple times, but that happens. And this stuff is really heavy because it's real dark soil, and so I'm just kind of leveling off some of the low spots where there's some dips and things in the terrain, because there's a dip back there, and then it goes up and then down again. So I'm just kind of leveling this area off in here so I got more storage area. And so there, I got a little bit done, and I'll do some more later. I got lots of digging to do. I'll just keep pecking away at it. A little bit here, a little bit there. Eventually I'll get the whole thing. It's just like a C-shaped, and I've got, if I had to guess, I might have did 1/10 of it, if that, maybe not even that. So that is it for today, folks. The work is complete. Tomorrow I will be back in the woodyard. You should come back. It'll be fun. We'll do more fun stuff. I think maybe tomorrow we're going to do some cutting of some wood. I've got 2 big piles over there, and I got a big pile right here. I think it's time to get the chainsaws going. That'll be fun. Come on back. Between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.